Hello there. I'm Lexi. I'm an artist based in Florida, and today I'm going to take you on a little tour of how I fulfill my Patreon rewards. To start, what is Patreon? It is a website that allows people to support artists and creatives and people who are working on projects in a financial way, and often they get rewards. Sometimes those rewards might be digital perks, like you might get behind the scenes videos of someone's process, and other times you get physical rewards. And in my case, I do offer both on my Patreon. And today we're going to be packaging my physical rewards. So people, when they sign up for my Patreon, can receive either an oracle card, which is different every month, and eventually, as you are a member month by month, you are building a deck. And then I also offer stickers. This is a sticker for this upcoming month, and the card. I think they look so sweet together. So you can receive either of these individually, or you can save $1 and get them both together. Today I'm going to take you through the process of me packaging all of the envelopes. I'm going to talk about a book that I am listening to, the audiobook of right now that I really love, and I'll read the message off of the Fortify card because I think that's fun. And I'll probably show you just a couple clips of some birds that have been coming by my bird feeder because I just love those guys. So get cozy, pause whenever you need to, come back, like and subscribe. I don't know, I'm just gonna go ahead and start doing my thing, and you're gonna do your thing, and hopefully the Venn diagram says that your thing is watching the video. I don't know. I just work here. Okay, let's go. One of the things that I do for my Patreon every month is I design an oracle card, and this is how I get it printed. I order these through Moo. This is actually, oh, there it goes. This is a wrap card through Moo, so it is technically 2 of my cards. I paper cut down the middle, and then I do the corners. I round off the corners. And that is how I create an oracle card. I love this paper from Moo. It's got that like super soft coated on both sides texture that just like makes it feel really hardy as an oracle card. I think in hindsight I might have preferred to do something that was like a little more ready to go, but it really doesn't take me that long, and it's kind of nice to like spend the time and meditate on the cards and meditate on the idea that I'm about to like send mail to people who are here to support my artwork, and that's a very special experience. So yeah, it's important that it happens, even when I wish I could just open something, put it into an envelope and send it out. Like, this part is, it's part of the process. This is the card for the month of March. The theme of it is Fortify. That's like a little tomato plant being fortified by its little structure. And then on the back of all the cards, I just have some kind of like thoughts on the topic, journaling prompts. And then if you are just an individual person like getting 1 or 2 of my cards over time, it functions really well as like an affirmation reminder card that you can meditate on, but doesn't necessarily even need to be part of a deck to be meaningful, which I think is really, that was my goal, is people can really come and go, but there is such a beauty and a benefit to being a patron long term, because slowly you build your own deck of Lexi cards. And I have a couple others over here I can show. Here's the first one, Collective. Still figuring out the trimming at the time, like the formatting. Anyway. I thought it would be cool to read the text that's on the back of the Fortify card, because if you're curious about joining my Patreon, you might want to know, like, what are these cards like? What does it sound like, feel like? What does affirmation card or oracle card even mean? And if you're already supporting me on Patreon, I figured it could just be nice to hear it in my voice since I'm the one writing it, and I don't know, I like hearing people read their writing. So the theme of the Fortify card, first little set of words, says brick by brick. Imagine a fortress, tall and unmoving despite wind, weather, war, and the rise and fall of power. Its foundation is laden with heavy stones, arranged with deep attention and expertise. The addition of each piece further strengthens the structure, supporting the roof above and securing the levels below. Now is the time to weave your values and learnings into each brick of your life, integrating elements that help you uphold what's important to you, no matter the storms raging outside of you. The more we fortify ourselves with an aligned home and community, the more resilient we become in times of conflict. When working with this card, ask yourself, what are my highest values in this one precious life? When I am thrown off balance, which people and practices help me return to myself? Fortifying yourself does not mean increased rigidity or closed-mindedness. Instead, it's an invitation to get clear on what makes you feel most grounded, your foundation, so that when you are inevitably misaligned by societal expectations and conditioning, you have tethers to guide you back in the dark. I haven't turned the corners of this one, but you can see the artwork there, and yeah, thanks for listening. This is a nice one. It's a nice reminder for me, and I'm the one who wrote it, so I hope you like it too. So I have my little report of all the people who are currently patrons of mine. And so I'm gonna start breaking things down into the different sections for people who receive just the oracle card, people who receive everything, my snail mail sweethearts, as I call them, and people who just receive stickers. So I'm gonna start kind of putting everything in their little piles and get ready to stuff some envelopes. I'm listening to the audiobook right now for What My Bones Know, which is a memoir by journalist Stephanie Foo, who was, I'm a big podcast person, and she is a big voice in podcasting. She made a big difference in the production of Snap Judgment, which is an NPR podcast, and then went on to work for This American Life. And the whole memoir is actually about her experiences with CPTSD after having experienced a lot of abuse as a child. And it's really interesting for me to learn more about CPTSD. I've worked for a long time to better understand myself and my brain and my experience, and ultimately, again and again, I definitely come up against the truth that, like, I am pretty traumatized, and getting more clarity on, like, what that means and, like, what the ways that I can, like, teach my body new things, because it's operating still from a place of survival, especially when certain triggers come up for me relationally. It feels really empowering to read about her experience see the things that I have already tried doing and that have worked really well for me. For example, EMDR therapy, mindfulness, taking care of my body generally, paying attention, getting medicated was a really big one for me. And yeah, I highly recommend it if you're someone who has experienced complex trauma. So rather than PTSD, which is typically revolves around a singular event, CPTSD is complex trauma, so it's repeated exposure to traumatic or stressful environments that teaches your body to live in a certain way and teaches your mind to think in a certain way. And it's very adaptive. It makes a lot of sense as a kid to be thinking and orienting in ways that'll keep you as safe as possible. Maybe that looks like being really non-confrontational because you wanted to keep the peace in your household, or that might mean being very people-pleasy, defaulting to the needs of others versus having a relationship with your own needs. Those are at least ones that happen for me, but I do also have just like outsized reactions to things where if I were to zoom out and look at it, I could easily say, oh, I wouldn't have reacted to that in that way in a normal circumstance. This must be a trauma response. Like normally this isn't so hard for me. Normally I don't feel so angry or afraid, or I don't have this desire to be small. Like, what are the differences here? Yeah, so much more to say, but I have officially stuck a label and a stamp on this last envelope, so that is something that can be talked about more another time. But What My Bones Know, Stephanie Foo, incredible. I'm really, really connecting with it on a lot of levels. And yeah, this isn't, I'm not trying to share specific things about like what happened in my childhood. It's not the same story as Stephanie's story, but my sweet little anxious body learned a lot of lessons that I, as adult Lexi, am working very hard to rewrite and repair. And yeah, it's a big parenting myself chapter of life. And I so deserve it. I gotta show you this picture. Well, I have a lot of pictures of baby Lexi, and I keep them in random places. I have one framed on my desk, but I mean, look at that baby. Things were so confusing for her. Oh, that is so sweet. She did her best. She keeps doing her best. I usually decorate the envelope somehow, sometimes using washi tape, sometimes I'll just do some doodles around the envelopes, and I am interested in starting to print some custom envelopes that already have my address on them, but these guys are ready to go. This is just to block this person's address. It is really special watching this stack of envelopes grow as more people join the Patreon. So if you're already a supporter, thank you so much. And if you're curious how you can support my work and get cute stuff in the mail, you can go to my Patreon. I'll link it below, but also it's just patreon.com. And I'm over there at Lexi Mire, Leximire. And I appreciate you for being here. And I hope to see you here again very soon. Thanks. Bye.